Everyone says the days are long and the years are short. And that couldn't be like a more true statement. So like when you're in it, I mean, especially when they're babies and you're feeding and there's madness going on, it's like full madness. It's the best chaos though. Like my mornings, you have no idea what's going on. It's like, I always have to do one of my daughter's hair and it has to be perfect and it has to be a certain way. And then this one needs me to put his shoes on and that they all need you. And it's like full crazy madness, cooking, running around. Like it's wild. That's why I need my workout in the morning, just to like prepare for the 2 hours of craziness. I'd say parenting is the thing that has taught me the most about myself. It has been the most challenging thing. There are nights I cry myself to sleep, like what just happened, with all the moods and the personalities, and sometimes they're fighting and there's no one there. Like it's me to play good cop and bad cop. So like that is definitely a challenge when, something I'm working on is being a little bit firmer, There's nothing that can prepare you. Any person that says, oh, we're waiting to have X amount of money in the bank. Oh, we're waiting to have a home before we have kids. Oh, I'm waiting for this job to come in before we have kids. I don't care how long you wait. I don't care what you're waiting for. You are never prepared, but you will figure it out. And it will make you so proud of yourself that you figured it out and that you got through the day. And sometimes it's nights where it's just, we are going hour by hour to see if we're going to survive, night by night. If a tantrum comes in, oh my God, your life is completely upside down. But it teaches you so much more about yourself than I think any parent could have ever anticipated. I mean, there is nights when you don't wash your hair for days as a mom and you have spit up all over you and you're wearing the same pajamas, and there's just nothing that can prepare you for this experience. It is the most challenging, rewarding job on this planet. I always think everything in life comes our way to really teach us something. And it's a really hard task when you have 4 kids and they all want to be put to bed at the same time by the same person. And they all want to do it individually and have that experience. And no one wants to wait. And I'm locked in a room with kids banging outside of the door because they want me to put them to bed. And I'm like, I can't cut myself in 4 pieces. So we're going to have to schedule this out. And we're coming up with a schedule and none of them want to listen to the schedule. And then they all start crying. And that's like a typical night, And so I like sit them outside of my one daughter's door and I'm like, I'll pick you up next. We're doing this for 15 minutes. And they can't be patient. And they're banging on the door. Come on, it's been 5 minutes, It's like those nights are every single night. Big school projects, big things that are happening, and they don't understand that I work or I have a school schedule too, or, stuff kids will never understand. So I think it's just those nights when you can't divide yourself and you have to just work with what we have and try to bribe 2 of them to get put to bed at the same time, I think unless you're so much respect to parents, so much respect to people also that aren't parents. I was at Easter on Palm Springs and I looked at my mom's house and she had her table set for all of her kids, all of her grandkids, and we're all staying in her house. And I was like, it's a forever thing. It's not like, hey, okay, you're 18 and you're on your own. It's a forever thing. And we're in our 40s and we're still coming at her and fighting and asking my mom to resolve everything. And I look at her and I'm like, how did you do it? I personally can't wait for my kids to get a little bit older. Everyone is so afraid of the teenage phase. Yeah. I'm so excited for it. I see the relationship I have with my mom, and I knew the relationship I had with my dad and how comfortable we were talking to them about all of our problems and all of our friend stuff and all of the drama and all of the high school stuff. And even the stuff I talk to my mom about now and how open I am about life and relationships and how close we are. Even if we didn't get it as a kid, I can look at her now and say, I get it. As a mom now, as an adult now, I know why you made those decisions. And I love having that relationship. And that is why I wanted to have 4 kids. I saw my mom, and my dad had 4 together before she had my 2 little sisters. And I loved the big family. And I always knew I wanted to have 4 kids. And I just love so much our relationship with her and my grandma. And I just can't wait to have that with my kids. I can't wait till they're old enough to understand so much that I can never explain to them now that they'll get one day, and we can laugh about it.